Hello everyone, I am Prasid Shroff from Definedge. I am a fundamental research analyst at Definedge, and we at Definedge have built and come up with an extensive product for fundamental analysis and stock scanning. So today I am going to walk you through to the product that we have built. We have named the product Radar, and I'll walk you through to the website today. And once you land on the website, that is radar.definedgesecurities.com, you will get a list of features that we have come up with, which includes stock scanning, technofunda analysis, technofunda scanners, ratio analysis, and peer comparison, performance track record, sector analysis, financial statement analysis, shareholding analysis, and many more. For an example, today I'll show you the company called PSP Project, which I have been researching on. So I'll show how I use Radar for my personal analysis. So once you search for the company, that is PSP Project, you will be given a summary of all the ratios. That is, you will get the stock price and the NSE and BSE symbols for the same, and the sector and industry the company is working into. Then we will have market cap, face value, book value, price to earnings ratio, price to book value ratio, and the summary for shareholding pattern. As you can see on the screen, if you hover your mouse on the small graph that we have built, you can see the summary of shareholding pattern, that is promoters holding, or the DII is holding, or the FII is holding, and the public retail holding. Besides that, you will get the company info, what is the company doing, what is the business area of the company. You can read and what were the major milestones and awards the company has achieved. So you will get a detailed summary of the company called PSP Project if you clicked on read more. Just below that, there is the website for PSP Project, on clicking on which you will get landed to the website for the company, that is PSP Project ka website. Getting back to the Radar, on the first page you will get charts which has price and price to earnings per share ratio by default. You can activate the EV to EBITDA ratio, price to book value ratio, price to sales ratio, and you can track all the ratios just on the chart itself. Just below that, there is another chart for quarterly sales, quarterly profit, operating profit margin, and the net profit margin of the company quarter to quarterly. So by looking this chart itself, you can summarize, you can know what is the PE ratio and how the PE ratio is moving and how the PE ratio has moved historically. On going to the next tab, that is the ratios tab, we have compiled and we have built the tab in such a way that you can get a view of more than 30 ratios in just one screen. So you can get valuation ratios, you can get solvency ratios, you will be getting growth ratios, you get DuPont analysis for ROE, that is return on equity. You can get cash conversion cycle on in just one screen. So you can analyze that what is the basic basic ratios that are necessary, that is the ROE ratio, the ROCE ratio, the return on asset ratio, and many other ratios that we have given on the screen itself. The next tab is for performance, which showcases the historical performance, that is how the company has performed in the last 1 year, how the company has performed throughout the last 3 years, and how the company has performed throughout the last 5 years. So let's say what does sales CAGR, that is 31.49% it is showing. What is the 5 years sales CAGR mean? This means that the company has grown its sales by 31.49% for last 5 years every year. Between 2017 and 2018, the company grew its sales by 31.49%. Between 2018 and 2019, the company grew its sales by 31.49%. In this way, the company grew its sales by 31.49% for 5 consecutive years. In this way, you can get a summary of historical performance, how the company has performed on the sales basis, on profit basis, on the average ROCE, that is return on capital employed basis, as well as return on equity basis. On the next tab, you will get the peer comparison of the company that the industry that the company is working into. So PSP project is into construction and real estate business. So you will get a peer comparison for all the companies that are into real estate and construction business. The biggest company we all know is DLF in this sector. This way you will get the detailed peer comparison for all the companies in this sector. Moreover, you will get to choose the columns you want to see for the peer comparison. So if you click on 5 years sales CAGR, the column will get added for 5 years sales CAGR here. And upon clicking on that, you can sort the table itself. So you can find which company has the highest 5-year sales CAGR or which company has the highest 3-year sales CAGR. On that basis, you can sort the table itself. And you will get the option to change the peer comparison table with these many ratios. So you will get a detailed ratio for all these. Moreover, if you click on this button, that is the chart, that is the bubble chart ka button. If you click on that, you will get the detailed bubble chart comparison, which by default we have shown 3-year sales CAGR and the 3-year ROCE average. By clicking on this, I want to see, if you want to see companies, I want to remove the noise, I want to exclude the noise. So I will click on the on this market cap filter, which will filter out the companies. It will show me companies only about 1000 crores, or if I click on 500 ka button, it will show me only the companies which are greater than 500 crores. And not just this, we have given the option to change the parameter as well. We have given more than 100 parameters where you can play around. So let's say I want to compare price and the promoter holding. So you will get price on one axis and the promoter holding on another axis. In that way, you can find which company has better, like high promoter holding, and the bubbles are formed on the basis of market cap. So the bigger the company, the bigger the size of the bubble will be. So let's go back to sales 5-year CAGR. And यहाँ पे ROCE 5-year average. So this shows me the combination where the company lies on the graph, where the company gets plotted on the graph for 5-year sales CAGR and the 5-year ROCE average. PSP project has performed well on sales 5-year CAGR basis also and the ROCE 5-year average basis also. So not just this, you can also filter out the sales and all on the basis of, like you can manually place a filter for these features as well. So we will get plotted on the basis of the filters that you put. I'll discuss about this feature in detail in the upcoming videos that we will be making for radar and its features and its tools. Again, coming back to the tables that we are looking, the next tab is for quarterly result. So in this table, you will get the detailed quarterly result for the company that we are looking for. Not just that, we have also given the ease where you can simply know how much the sales and the net profit and other line items have increased or decreased as compared to the previous quarter. That is previous year same quarter. So this comparison 7.8% tells me that last year 2021 September ka sales has degrown by 7.8% in September 2022 ka same quarter. You can click on what line item you want to see this percentage change by just clicking on these buttons that I am showing. So this will make your life easier, and you will not have to keep on calculating every quarter on quarter how much the sales and the profit has increased. We have simply given this feature and you can simply see how much the sales or profit has increased, and also in the number terms. Also, we have given a chart feature in this format where you can see the trend for sales, as well as if you click on the drop down, you can see the trend for the net profit. You can see the net trend for net profit margin, whether the profit margin is in an uptrend or a downtrend. So you can click on this chart feature and chart button, and you can simply get the chart for the same line item. Then there's the next tab is for yearly result, that is the annual result that the company publishes in March, that is the end of year. So it is the same table again, where you can see all the basic, like the important line items, that is net profit, as well as depreciation, as well as exceptional item if the company has posted anything, as well as sales and many other things. For all the financial statements, we are giving standalone, consolidated and common sized statements. So what does standalone statement mean? Standalone statement includes only the ratios and the line items and the values and the sales and profit numbers for the individual company, that is only PSP project ka business ka sales and profit and other line item ka numbers. Consolidated, on the other side, consolidated statements include the company ka business as well as its joint ventures, as well as its associates, and if there are any other subsidiaries, तो वो सब मिला के एक जो statement बनता है, that is called consolidated statement. And common size statement, so हर साल there are different sales numbers, there are different profit numbers. So if you want to compare year on year कि मेरा sales के सामने मेरा कोई दूसरा line item, let's say डेप्रिसिएशन, लास्ट ईयर मेरा सेल्स था 100 करोड़ का, उसके सामने आई वॉज पेइंग डेप्रिसिएशन 20 रुपीज़, तो दैट इज़ 20% ऑफ सेल्स. सो हमने सेल्स को एक कॉमन साइज कर दिया, सो फॉर बेटर कंपैरिजन. तो अगर हम हर साल सेल्स को 100% कर देंगे तो वी कैन कंपेयर एंड एनालाइज कि कौन सा लाइन आइटम ज़्यादा इंक्रीज हो रहा है एज़ कम्पेयर टू सेल्स, और या तो फिर कौन सा कम हो रहा है. सो लेट्स से फॉर PSP प्रोजेक्ट टोटल एक्सपेंस का अगर हम ओपन करेंगे तो वी कैन सी कि 2020 में उसका जितना भी एक्सपेंस था दैट वाज ओनली 87% ऑफ सेल्स. 2021 में इट रोज टू 89%. तो जब समझो कि 100 करोड़ का अगर सेल कर रहा है PSP प्रोजेक्ट, तो उसमें से 89% तो उसको 89 करोड़ तो उसको एक्सपेंस लग रहा है. एंड फॉर दिस ईयर, दैट इज़ द मार्च FY22, sales, the expense fell to 85%. So we can conclude that उसका expense कम हुआ है as compared to previous year. Previous year उसको 100 में से 89%, 89 करोड़ उसका सेल्स एक्सपेंस जा रहा था. इस साल 100 सेल्स किया, उसके सामने 85 का उसका एक्सपेंस जा रहा है. तो इन दिस वे वी कैन कंपेयर ऑल द लाइन आइटम्स एज कम्पेयर टू इट्स प्रीवियस ईयर, एंड ऑल्सो वी कैन कंपेयर कि सबसे ज़्यादा एक्सपेंस या सबसे ज़्यादा रेवेन्यू मेरा कहाँ से आ रहा है on the basis of common size statements. I'll make a different video for the detailed common sized analysis ka how you can do and how you can approach the common size statements. The same way we have given balance sheet numbers, which includes all the current assets, non-current assets, as well as the current liabilities, non-current liabilities, equity capital, and this इस ग्रॉस ब्लॉक की कंपनी कितना खुद के अंदर इन्वेस्ट कर रही है, कंपनी कितना कैपेसिटी एक्सपांड कर रही है, या जो भी है वो सारा इज शोन इन अंडर ग्रॉस ब्लॉक. तो फॉर एवरी स्टेटमेंट, एवरी लाइन आइटम वी हैव गिवन दिस ऑप्शनलिटी फॉर एडिंग द परसेंटेज चेंज का बटन, विच यू कैन चेंज फ्रॉम एड और डिलीट फ्रॉम ईयर. So if I want to see how much has the trade receivable changed as compared to previous year, so I have clicked and I can see that the trade receivable is increasing as compared to its previous year. So ये जो percentage change है उससे आपका analysis काफ़ी quick and काफ़ी easy हो जाएगा, so that you can easily get to know कि कितना increase या decrease हुआ है. Then there is this cash flow where we have given free cash flow per share as well, which shows कि free cash flow कितना generate किया कंपनी ने एक शेयर के basis पे. Then there is the shareholding pattern where we have given the detailed shareholding analysis कि promoters कौन कौन है, promoters के पास कितना stake है, institutional investors include FII, DII, government, and उसके अंदर का भी detailed investors कि who all are the FII and the DIIs. LIC is there, LIC is the biggest, DII, that is the direct institutional investor in India. In the same way, you can get the detailed shareholding analysis for public or retail holding as well. So let's say we all know Tata Motors, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is holding Tata Motors. So if you click on Tata Motors and if you click on the public retail holding, you can find Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's name as well in the shareholding analysis for public and retail holding. So let's get back to PSP project. So these are the basic, not basic, in fact I can say these are the detailed fundamental analysis ratios as well as parameters for peer comparison and performance and other line items in the financial statements, which shall help you in making your financial decisions better. So this was the analysis part. We have also built scanners, which you can build your own scanners for discovering new ideas, for finding out new stocks. You can build your own scanner, and also we have given a bunch of predefined scanner which you can get under the scanners tab, under the predefined scanners tab. So these many scanners we have built on our own, which are predefined. So if you click on efficient companies, the list of companies which according to us are efficient have been there in this scanner ka output. So if you want to see what is the query that we have built for efficient companies, you can click on edit query and you can see all the parameters that we have set for efficient companies. So if the company is fitting all these parameters, then it will come under this output. So we have made the query by saying we want operating profit margin more than 25%. Promoter should be holding his shares more than 45% of stake should be with the promoter. The return on equity and the return on capital employed should be more than 15%. The debt to equity should be less than 0.5. So in this way we have made this query, and you can see the output, which is showing number of stocks is 131. So 131 companies have fit under this query. So these are the predefined scanners. In the same way, you can build your own scanner by typing in your own query. Let's say you want to see companies which has promoter holding more than 65%, and you also want that the company should be greater than 500 crores. You don't want to see smaller companies. You want to see sales ka CAGR, sales 5-year CAGR should be more than 25%, and net profit CAGR should also be for 5 years should also be greater than 25%. So let's see how many companies are fitting under these. So only out of the universe of more than 5,500 companies listed in India, including NSE and BSE, only 36 companies have filtered out in this query. So in this way you can customize your own query, you can build your own query. In fact, if you don't know what parameter you can add, you want to add, you can click on this button which shows all the parameters that you can add. So if you want to see for ratios, what all ratios ka scanner you can build, so you will get all these parameters for ratios. You will get parameters for performance, you will get parameters for shareholding, how much the promoter holding is, the FII holding ka scan ka parameter we have built, the promoter pledge ka parameter we have built. So in this way you can play around with this scanner. I'll also make a detailed video only for scanners, where we will be seeing and we will be making different scanners and how it can help in identifying stocks. We have also built Technofunda. We have also given a feature for building Technofunda, which I'll be covering in the scanner ka video itself. So this was the basic walkthrough video for the product that we have built, that is Radar. And in the upcoming days we will be making more videos with the detailed features, and where we will be covering all the features in detail, and we will be coming up with newer tools. And I'll be also talking about different strategies that you can play around in different market scenarios. So that's all for today, I guess. And thank you. Please provide your valuable feedback regarding the product, and also what features and tools you want to see in this product. You can mention that in the comment section below, and we shall try to add that features and tools as soon as possible. Thank you.